Okay, so I'm 21, and at the moment I'm working in a makeup kiosk.
Cool. Okay.
The question that was asked, what are your thoughts on Canada's education system? I think the education system is lacking, especially in the elementary school, going into high school, the transition between the two.
Okay.
Personally, from my experience, I was pushed along through 7 and 8, and when I got to high school, I don't think I was prepared.
Okay.
They actually were thinking about keeping me back a year in grade 8. So I think that a lot of the education system is just teachers not wanting to bother to teach them further. For example, my math skills when I went into high school were very poor. They were probably at like a lower level grade.
Okay.
But I mean, I still continued on into another education or into high school. Anyway, so I think that's an issue where you shouldn't be pushing people if they're not ready.
Right.
But then again, and socially, the kid that's in grade 7 doesn't want to be staying in grade 7 either. So it's social against your education.
Academic,
you know, it's a
right.
hard thing to talk about. But
Fair enough. So what would you change specifically in your circumstance and also like on a larger scale?
I think that the students that are lacking need to be identified before they're, okay, I think I was identified too late for what my needs were.
Right.
I think every student, every kid should be identified as soon as possible. Another thing is I think that because of the social aspect of the school, there's going to be 20 kids in a classroom. You're pressured to do a lot of things in that class.
Right.
And it may not be for your best interest. I think smaller groups of students in one class is a lot better.
How many?
Probably like 10.
Okay.
Better.
Do you think that would help?
Yeah, I think that bullying is also an issue for students that are in elementary school. It's being talked about a lot recently. They have bullying like seminars and things like that.
Right.
But I think it affects the kids' education more than you think. And I am someone who was bullied a lot when I was in elementary school.
Same here. Yep.
I know how it feels.
Right.
And the kids don't want to go to school anymore. They totally lose the interest in education. So there's something wrong there, right?
Were there any bullying programs in effect there? And if so, like, did they help?
Well, I was from a small town, Coburg. We had a couple of schools, and I actually got transferred to another school because I thought it would be, a fresh start. Unfortunately, everybody knew everybody anyway, so it didn't change much. I think that though, if it wasn't a smaller class, possibly you could have created a lot more connection with people than in a larger group.
Right.
So, but where I found that I was saved from all that bullying and my disinterest in education happened to be a program. It was a cadet program,
right,
which people have a misconception about. But the thing in the cadet program is they make those 30 kids like a team, their family. They do activities that make everybody feel like they're family. Though they may not like everyone, they respect everyone. And I think that's key. And what kids need to be doing these days is being in a group and knowing how to work together, even if you don't like them. So
right, you're given a goal, you're given a structure, and you're put in a social situation that requires cohesion.
Yeah, so I think social situations are what is key into helping kids have better education.
Perfect.
And our system's lacking that.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Okay.